what we call keeps you awake in the night. I think it's really the sufferings and the helplessness of the people and the need of supporting them to continue with their lives. My name is Galiba and I'm working for Cordaid for a year. In Bangladesh, Cordaid, we are helping people mostly with their livelihood so they can have a means to earn and have a healthy life for themselves. I think the problem of climate change is very big. You will see more flooding, more salinization, more frequent droughts. A lot of people in the country are so dependent on agriculture, so having any change in the weather or in the pattern makes a big difference on people's livelihood, which is really worrying. If you are in the northern part, in the river islands, you see communities who are completely isolated from the mainland, experiencing flooding every year. They lack sufficient food. Whereas we also have other areas, maybe in the south, where people are actually experiencing salinization because of the climate change. So people's land are flooded with salinity. They cannot no longer produce food. When you hear the stories, when you talk to people and you see the faces and you go back, it's just, you are just going back with the burden on you too. Because you spend them, you ask them what the problem is. And then you cannot just go back and do nothing about it. And you always not able to do anything about it. So yeah, every time I come back to the field, I think I go back a couple of nights sleepless once I'm back at home. So that's very difficult. But that's also what makes you proud at the end of the day of what you are doing. You come in the field, you hear the stories of sadness, but at the same time, sometimes you come back to the fields and see people's big smile on the faces, and they show you what they have got. They tell you the stories of how their lives have been changed. People actually have so much potentials. All they need is someone to stand next to them and actually just giving them little clues. Sometimes just someone to be there and giving them hope so that they can look to the future and they can actually take the initiative to change their lives. And you also know that the person next to her, they will also inspire, they will also get into the track, and it's gonna actually get a long way. It just keeps me going, yeah. I think I'm very proud to work with Cordaid. I know that we are at least leaving some people with a hope for a better future, so that really makes you a very proud worker.